What's up, people? It's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Today, we're taking it to the whiteboard because we're going to talk about how the marketing world has not been set up for us, for you and for me, us, right? It has been set up for, well, let me tell you who it's been set up for. Watch this. Let's just start right off, shall we, with the board. So, how many of you have taken the DISC profile, the D-I-S-C profile? If you haven't, I'm going to break it down for you right now. But look, in the world of people, humanity, there are fast-paced people, and then there are slow-paced people, right? Or proactive, reactive. There's a lot of ways we could do this. But think about tempo. Tempo's fast, tempo's slow. Then on this horizontal thing, we've got task-oriented people, right? And over here we have people-oriented people. People-oriented people. So, that gives us our 4 quadrants, right? Okay, now watch this. This is really important to stick with me here because it's going to explain why marketing has felt so off for you and for me. This is why marketing doesn't feel right for you and for me, for us. Most of marketing, in terms of who is preaching marketing, is coming from these 2 quadrants. Yeah? So all the hardcore closers out there in the world, right? They're aggressive, their marketing's aggressive. Those people are right here. They're fast-paced and they're task-oriented. We call these people drivers, right? They're drivers. They steamroll people. So a lot of times we get marketing advice and it doesn't feel like there's any human connection in it. We're like, why are they always trying to like push their product? It's just really aggressive, push the product stuff. Right, well, because this is how they do it. And it's okay, that's how they're wired. That's great for them. But it doesn't feel right to us. Because you and I, if you're in my tribe, we're people-oriented. We like people. We connect with people, okay? So, and by the way, these are typically the loudest voices in marketing. Heidis, we call them Heidis Drivers, are typically very verbal about their opinion. they're very, I don't want to say arrogant, but they're just very confident in how they think about things, right? And so a lot of times we all look at the D's, like Gary Vaynerchuk, total driver. Garrett White, total driver, right? We could keep going through all the list of marketers that are this way, and these become the prototypes or the archetypes that we sort of try to model ourselves after. Tony Robbins, total driver. We're like, oh, I suppose I should be like that. Well, no, not if you're not wired like that. Here's the other place that marketing tends to come from. The task-oriented, slow-paced people, we call these compliant or correct, right? Compliant and correct, meaning that these people are typically very analytical. These are your coders. This is Mark Zuckerberg. These are the people who actually write the social platforms. So when you get into people who are really good at like writing 2,000 to 4,000 word blog posts, and they talk about backlinking and outlinking, and they talk about SEO keyword research, and they like, listen, I've tried to do SEO keyword research and it drives me nuts, drives me insane. I have listened to it over and over and over again, and for some reason I still can't figure it out. Why? Because I'm not analytical. I don't want to learn how to write a 4,000 word blog post. That thought just drives me crazy. So these people sort of created the social platforms, which we're all now wanting to figure out. And these people typically go on those platforms, use it however they want to use it to close deals quickly and aggressively. And then this whole side over here, this whole people-oriented side is left with what? We're left with these 2 things as examples for how to do marketing. And we wonder why it doesn't feel right. If you are like me, then you're a people-oriented person. Whether you're people-oriented and slower-paced or people-oriented and fast-paced, what we have over here is something these guys don't. This is actually our advantage in this technological time and space we live in. Here's what it is. Our advantage is that we have emotional intelligence. We understand people. We understand empathy, right? We actually get how to make a connection with people. And so our game, if you will, the goal for us becomes, how do we take what we're best at, which is really understanding people, and begin to use the technology in a way that creates that connection where these guys won't, right? So I'll give you these two really quick. So you know, fast-paced, people-oriented are what we call influencers. Yeah? Influencers. And then our people-oriented, slower pace are what we call steady or stable. Okay? So these personalities actually stand to benefit the most right now from this social media stuff. Where we're past the information age, right? We used to be in an information age. We're past that now. We are in the tribal economy. I'm actually going to do a class on this next week, and this week actually. Today's Monday. We're going to do this in Portland on Wednesday. I'm going to walk you through some of this right here. We're past the information age, and we have now entered the tribal economy. And if you are still marketing like it's the information age, you are going to get left behind. But if you are a people-oriented person, then the tribal economy is your opportunity, because you get what tribes are. You get the tribal connection, when oftentimes these guys don't, because they're so connected to the task and the transaction of it all, they're missing the whole empathy and human connection of it all. So this is our advantage, guys. This is how we build our marketing and our brand in this day and age where we can compete. We don't have to know algorithms. We don't have to be hardcore closers. We just have to do what we do best, which is to be transparent, be vulnerable, make a real human connection. And knowing that, then all there is left is like, what are the steps to make that happen? Like, how do we actually what do we do with that? How do we take social media, etc., and actually use it to our advantage? Well, that's what I'm going to show you in this class on Wednesday from 1:30 to 3:30. If you're in Portland, you should sign up. I'll put a link in the comments so you can join. You can save your seat, get registered for that. Maybe you're not in Portland. Maybe you're somewhere else, and you're like, you know what? I want this information where I am. So great. So private message me. Maybe we can create an event for you where you are with a bunch of your sphere of influence in business where you live. Okay. But, and by the way, also, let me say this too. In July, I'll actually be creating a 6-week course that you can sign up for, jump into, and I will walk you through not only the high-level mindset of all of this, but I'm actually going to walk you through so you have your own clear marketing plan that works for you in this tribal economy. So, that is it, gang. That is it for today's episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. If you have comments, throw them down below. Keep your eyes posted for the class that's coming up in July, the 6-week program. And if you are in Portland this Wednesday, make sure that you save your seat and come hang out with me for 2 hours while I walk you through the actual mechanics of all of this for you and me, for us people-oriented people. Until next time, guys. Until tomorrow. See ya.